Hey, good morning again, everybody. This is John again from Volkswagen Planet. And today we are back rewiring our 1972 Super Beetle. Today we are going to be working on part 10A, fuse 6. And this is going to be dealing with the right front headlight, finishing up and supplying the power to the right front headlight. And we're actually starting to get the wiring into the dimmer relay switch. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment or leave a comment or don't. Just be respectful to yourself and others. So this should be another really quick video. Again, I want to explain that when I do A is what I want to call classroom work, which is the wiring diagram like this. We go sort of in depth and explain what's going on. And I do a part B, which is a follow-up, and that's actually the hands-on in the car itself. So in case somebody is new and doesn't understand what's going on here, that's what the purpose of these two videos per fuse is. So like I said, we are working on fuse 6. If you want to count over from the driver's side over, we do have, in this situation, we do have a wire in front this time. So we put the cursor on the wire here. Let's see here. All right, guys, we're back. So we do have a wire in front of this fuse in this situation for today's video. It is a solid white wire. So we're going to follow this wire up, and we're going to come across a 2.5. 2.5 is the standard of measure that they use in Germany. That's a millimeter, which is the thickness of the wire. If you check down below in all the videos, you'll find the conversion chart from millimeter to gauge. So this is going to be a solid white wire going from in front of the fuse, in front of fuse 6. Now, this is going to run into the relay, or the dimmer relay. So I haven't really talked too much about these relays and stuff. And for those of you who have a 1972 Super Beetle, there's going to be, they use what's called a bi-level fuse box. And what that means is all the fuses are on the bottom and all the relays and flashers are on top. And that's where, in this situation, this video is going to take place. Now, I'm not really going to show you in here, but when we do the in-car or on-car, I'll get more hands-on to that. But what's something I just realized here, and I'm sure you guys have realized this, but this is something that even I have learned just in the last few minutes. Remember this says 56A. Now, if you watched the last video, 56A was dealing with the left front headlight, which was a solid white wire. Now, if you look over here, 56B, which this 56B is going to be in another video, but did you notice the pattern here? Or, that we've seen that 56A and 56B wire somewhere else. If you follow the videos, and even the last video, I think was fuse 5, both the 56 A and B were involved with the left front headlight. And I didn't know that, and it just dawned on me. So that's why, it's things like this this is how I'm learning, guys. And hopefully you guys are picking up things, tips or tricks. And I'm sure it's just the basic knowledge, but this is the way I've been learning. And I want to say thank you guys for just giving me the courage to do this, because I didn't know nothing about electrical work, and I still don't know that much. But what I have learned is because of you, the followers, giving me the push and giving me the confidence to learn. So I want to say thank you for that. So let's get back to the video, guys. So so the 56A wire here, this relay is going to be on top of that bi-level fuse panel. And so this wire here, this 14 gauge wire, literally is about the size of your pointer finger. I mean, it's literally that small of a wire. And that's going to go from the front of the fuse, and it's going to be almost straight up. And that's where the relay is sitting on top of it. But we'll talk about more about that in maybe future videos, or when we actually start dissecting the relays and fuses or buzzers and all that stuff. Excuse me, guys. I still have a cold. I'm still fighting it, so please bear with me. Okay, so we have an 8 amp fuse, and this looks like it's just going to be a simple two wire fuse this time. So let's see where the bottom wire is going to take us. So it looks like we got a black with a white stripe wire. Now, I have a pretty good idea where this is going to go, and maybe you guys are starting to see patterns also. So we're coming across a 2.5 millimeter. Now, we know 2.5 millimeters is 14 gauge. And if you guys need to see the conversion charts, just scroll down below in the info section, and I'll always post those for you. So we're going to follow this wire. And there's the left front headlight, but you notice this one's going to make a right-hand turn. Just like the, like I said, it's just following pattern. Volkswagen has made this really so simple, and I don't know why I was intimidated for so long. But this one is going to go to the right front headlight. And it's showing us a 14 gauge again, 14 gauge wire. And look at that. 56A. Does that number look familiar? And I would almost be willing to bet that 56B is going to come up in the next video too, looking at the exact same thing. So the 14 gauge black and white wire is going to go from the behind the fuse box up into the, well, let's just run this back, but let's just see where this other wire, and let's see if this is going to follow the suit here. So we're backtracking from the headlight, the right front headlight. So let's see where this is going to go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So this would have been in fuse 4, where this black and yellow wire would have ran over to the passenger side headlight. So now we're completing that headlight now by in fuse 6, we're giving it the other part that it needs, the other leg that it needs, and that's going to run over. So I'm going to explain this to you real quick. 14 gauge wire. It's going to go up from behind the fuse box. This thing's going to go, okay, let's see if we can get our basic location here that we've talked about several times. Okay, right when it makes this right-hand turn, I just want to explain, whoops. Okay, bear with me, guys. So we're just going to get right back up where we need to be here. But that one section where it turns always seems to be, or where they all turn like that. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Right where they make this little bend, this is where they split off. And I've explained this in the past videos. The wiring harness is going to come off the inner part of the main harness. There's going to be 2 harnesses up in the trunk area. There's going to be one chunk that comes off the bottom or off the back, which is going to supply all your wires that run to like the rear tail lights, your voltage regulator, and stuff like that. And there's going to be a solid wire, another wiring loom harness that only deals with headlight wires. And usually they're your yellow, your black, your yellow and black. And that's where these wires are going to be. They're going to be in that second loom. And this is going to be tucked up underneath or probably going to be tucked up underneath the brake reservoir that I keep talking about, the master cylinder reservoir. But these wires, when they get down, if you look right on top of your spare tire, there's going to be a wire loom that runs right across the spare tire of the Super Beetle. Now remember, the Super Beetle tire sits flat. So this is going to be up against the little wall in between the gas tank and the spare tire. And there should be, I think it's 2 or 3 metal clips that hold that wiring loom. But if you were to cut that casing, you're going to see there's going to be this yellow and black wire, the white and black wire. But if you notice, they all run the same way. I mean, this Volkswagen, like, again, I can't stress this enough. Volkswagen has made this wiring situation so easy, and it's going to have the 56A, the 56B, which is your headlight, and it's going to have the 31, which we'll talk about in future episodes, and that's going to be your turn signal. But those 3 wires are going to run back, and those 3 wires are going to be in that casing. So let's just talk about this. Okay, 56B. If you were to look, and you're going to notice on the other car, or the on car, we're dealing with a white and black wire. So this is going to come off the back of the headlight. This is a 3-prong right here. It is a 3-prong connector in the back of the headlight. This wire is going to come out, and this area right here is the trunk. So it's going to be a little tiny grommet, a little tiny tube, looks like almost like a piece of straw, the thickness of a straw, and the wires are going to come out there. So we're in the trunk area now. So this is going to be on top of the spare tire in the wall. It's going to run all the way over. Now we're going back towards the driver's side now. Now when we get in this area here, this is where you're going to start seeing, it's going to be a little confusing, but it's going to make a lot of sense once you get the basics down. So what I mean by that is these wires that go to the right like this, they're going to have their own separate harness, but they're going to meet up right here in the left front corner, which would be right. It would be right. If you're looking at, excuse me, if you're looking inside the hood, and you look straight down, almost where the bumper bracket would be, and you look straight back in the wall, right underneath the gas tank, that's where they're going to meet up. And this is the area where you're going to see where they're going to split. You're going to have 3 wires going to the left, and probably 3 wires going to the right. They're in that plastic casing, but they all come up, and they all come up under that master cylinder, like I've been talking about, and they should fall, or they should be just lay almost right behind, or in Volkswagen, they just lay it on top of the fuse box. But I put my casing behind the fuse panel to make it look a little cleaner. So we're going to run back up here, make sure there's no other wires. And that's it. So we got 2 wires, one going to the dimmer relay, which when you see the on car, it's going to be literally sitting on top of the fuse, and the other wire is going to come out the back, and it's going to go to the right front headlight. I hope I didn't confuse you guys, but we did learn something today. Well, I learned something today that I want to say thank you about the 56A and the 56B wires. So we're starting to see the patterns coming off the electricals, but they're all following the same suit. So we get into basic knowledge of what happened and what their philosophy was when they did all this wiring. So like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't leave a comment. It's not a problem. No big deal. I still love you guys. So I just want to end my video like I always do. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless our great nation. It's our birthday today. So it's like thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll catch you on the next video. And as always, guys, have a good day. One last thing I want to add, guys. Don't forget to check out our previous videos on the previous 5 fuses. And the next video will be part 10B, as in boy. We're still working on fuse 6, but that's because we're going to turn it over from the classroom onto the car. So look out for that video. It should be posted tomorrow. So we'll catch you then. Take care, guys, and hopefully you guys have a great day.